Hey everyone. I'm sure by now you've been wondering, how is this distance learning thing going to work? Well, here's my distance learning at MHS video, where hopefully I can try to explain to you the expectations going forward. How are we going to do this? Now, before I get started, I do want to say that I hope all of you are staying healthy and safe and have found ways to navigate your lives through this whole coronavirus pandemic. Um, it's new for all of us. We're all trying to figure it out. Um, so I just want you to know that we are here for you. I'm here for you. And I'm going to try to explain this as clearly and concisely as possible. Another couple of caveats. This is like the eighth time I've tried to do this, record this video. Um, if I'm speaking too slowly for you, go ahead and try to set your YouTube settings to like 1.25 speed. You know me, it's just the way I am. So anyway, with all of that aside, let's talk about distance learning. Hopefully you've already found this page, but let me talk about the schedule that we were sent last week. So here is a sample schedule that all of the teachers were sent. Um, for this week, and this week only, Monday and Tuesday, you're really not going to get a whole lot from your teachers. Um, all that you should be receiving is your Pride teacher has set up a Google Classroom where you have a few forms to fill out, just explaining whether or not you need technology assistance or anything else. And then people might start posting things, but we won't expect you to do a whole lot in the beginning. This is a slow start. We're all understanding that everyone has other priorities in their lives right now, including myself. So everything's kind of been toned down. We're just trying to reach out to you and connect and kind of get things somewhat back to normal, but not clearly not. Um, Wednesday and Thursday this week will be considered kind of like A days and B days, um, or A day and B day, where if you see here, each of your classes will be sending you something to do for about 45 minutes. Pretty short. Friday's just a kind of check-in or check-out day with your teachers. Um, so typically what's going to happen, let me go to a standard week going forward. This is going to be kind of our schedule from here on out for the rest of the year. We'll have an A day, a B day, an A day, a B day. So twice a week, you'll have something from your teachers. Um, for me personally, I'm going to be sending out a single document each week at the beginning of the week that looks something like this. It will outline everything that I expect you to do. There are various links and things like that. Um, and I'll send one of these out each week, and then I'll check in on Friday at noon to see how much progress you've made for this first week, especially, and maybe even next week. I don't know how long going forward. Um, there isn't going to be anything graded. Like I said, it's just a let's come back to school kind of like reconnect kind of week. Um, get people back on board. So let me check out what I have sent you here. If you notice, so I've kind of broken it down into different categories. The first one being just a check-in. Watch my distance learning video, which sends you to my new YouTube page. yay for me, I guess. Um, Come on. And currently, I have no videos here because this is my first video, and you guys are in it. Congratulations. But I will have channels, playlists set up for my different classes, Algebra 1, Algebra 2, Computer Science. Check-in, if I send anything out that's a video like this, it will come here. I'm sure you will post some comments. Please make sure they are appropriate and or hilarious. I will check them later. So let's do this check-in here. I want you to write some of your thoughts and kind of just connect with me here. I've set up a Desmos page that should preload. You might have to sign in. If you do, sign in with your student account, your Google account, and just hit join. And what you should see is a welcome to distance learning check-in. Go ahead and just hit go. I'm going to be using Desmos for various activities going forward, or at least check-ins. It's just an easy way for me to do things. So, how are you feeling? Drag the points. And basically, I want you to go through this and, tell me how you're feeling. How has this whole pandemic affected you? What have you been up to lately? How have you been coping with it? Um, what do you think about the impact to society? And then, just give me a time. When are you available? Because I'm still kind of in the process of setting up my office hours for the weeks to come. And I want to know how many people are going to be available at a certain time. So go through this, give me some, touch base with me. I want to hear from you guys. I want to kind of get back in touch. And by the way, like I said, none of this is going to be perfect going forward. All right, so like I was saying, this isn't going to be perfect, but we're all going to have to work together to make this work. The last thing I'm going to ask you to do to check in here is try to connect with one other person in your class. They probably miss you. Use a Google Hangout, Facebook Messenger, or Skype, and have a conversation with them. Connect with someone else. You'll both appreciate it, and they'll probably help you as we all try to navigate through this. Now, this will depend on which class you're in. I'm going to send this out to everybody. I'll have a different activity or set of activities. But I just want to say before I leave, at the end of the week, check out. Send me an email, leave a private comment in Google Classroom. If you don't know how to do that, just go to the assignment. There'll be an option that says, leave a comment. Let me know how you're feeling, about all of this. But relax. We're all moving in a new direction. You're not alone. We're all in this together. And then last but not least, you can still have your questions answered by me or by other students. I will have virtual office hours each week, every day for at least an hour. It'll depend on your class. I'm trying to set this up so that there's no kind of conflict scheduling wise, but check the office hours. Come hang out with me. It'll be a Google Meet. Whoever shows up, I'll be there. And take care of yourself. So hopefully, by the end of this, you're no longer feeling so confused or so uncertain about this whole thing. maybe before you were feeling kind of like this. That's my 8-month-old son, Nicholas, by the way. And hopefully now you're feeling a little bit more like this. And that's my 6-year-old daughter, Sophia. Um, you know, think about this whole journey as sort of something new for all of us. We're just trying to figure it out. Um, it's like kind of like my son is, who I've spent a lot of time with the last couple of weeks. He's just learning how to walk, or not walk, how to stand on his own. And he's super wobbly at first. He's only able to stand up for a few seconds, but we're gonna try this and try this and try this again, and we're here to support each other. So hopefully, we can make it work. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me, and I'll see you at the end of the week.